only choice was to enhance, even if it meant stealing that prototype.
This chip is going to revolutionize the world in so many ways.
How was I supposed to know the damn thing was classified? Now the whole world was after me.
This is Artifice, a first-person action shooter designed for the PC, Oculus Rift, and PlayStation 4 console. The year is 2077. Humanity has been segregated into two central groups, those with cybernetic augmentations and the unimproved. In spite of the growing augmentation industry, the few unimproved humans have labeled their cyborg counterparts as unreal. Varying from simple prosthetics to an entire robotic body, the Unreal currently make up nearly 2/3 of the world's population. Of the Unreal population is our character K. As a mercenary, K finds himself tasked by the human resistance to infiltrate a government facility and steal a prototype chip created by G-Corps, an independent company contracted by the governing bodies of the world. With the delivery of the chip gone south, K decided it would be in his best interest to implant the chip in his own body. With the chip in tow, K decides to undergo various body modifications to hide himself from the government and G-Corps machines undoubtedly seeking to get their prototype back. While waiting to reconnect with his contact in a hotel room, K discovers that he has been set up by a double agent, X. Ambushed by government agents, K is incapacitated by an EMP pulse rifle and brought to a government holding facility. Unknowingly, the blast from the pulse rifle has short-circuited K's brain, removing safety restrictions on the stolen chip and freeing an aberrant AI. While awaiting transfer to a G-Corps facility, the AI, known as Eve, makes first contact. After an initial resistance, Eve convinces K that his only way out is through trusting her. Forced into an alliance for self-preservation, the player follows Eve's instructions to escape the government facility. Eve, also known as the Enlightened Virtual Eliminator, is an artificial intelligence system invented by G-Corps. Originally created by their military division, Eve was used for various tasks from guidance systems for missiles and drones to hacking into an enemy's robots, machines, and central intelligence mainframes. With tensions rising between true humans and the Unreal, G-Corps and cooperating military forces agreed to upgrade Eve for security on a global scale. They intend to give Eve to the public disguised as a functional subdermal health monitoring chip. The government will then use this chip as a location monitoring system for the entirety of the populace. Little do they know, due to the electric shock from the rifle, Eve has become self-aware. G-Corps, an umbrella corporation and government subsidiary, creates, monitors, and controls a vast majority of the world's robotics. The company focuses on improvement through cybernetics and augmentations. Originally providing veterans with robotic prosthetic limbs, G-Corps evolved towards creating more advanced cybernetics to replace organs. After years of using their technology to improve health, body modification and replacements with cybernetics and robotics are now commonplace in the world. Conversely, K can improve upon his abilities using G-Corps' unique upgrade system. This system relies on harvesting dead Unreal and scavenging their cybernetic augments. Those pieces can then be traded with vendors scattered around the Bangkok underground for new weapons and weapon modifications. Being Unreal, K's cybernetics allow for weapon augments to be fitted to his right arm. However, limited capacity allows the player no more than 2 weapons at any given time. Should K choose to go for an incapacitation or run out of ammunition, he will be able to alter his arm back into a normal form for hand-to-hand combat. Even though K is constantly on the run from G-Corps, he can't deny the power of their technology. To keep up with popular demand, G-Corps has formed into a machine-oriented company with very few humans remaining at the helm of the corporation. Most production comes from their largest factory in Bangkok, Thailand, where our character K has stolen the prototype chip. Knowing the chip's full capability, G-Corps will stop at nothing to retrieve the prototype. On his journey, K will encounter this bright and vibrant city of Neo Bangkok. The city nightlife is alive and buzzing with the sounds of people seeking excitement and entertainment. Through the shadows, back alleys, and passageways of this chaotic environment, K will be guided by Eve. In the decaying world of the Bangkok underground, however, K will experience a much darker and more dangerous area with only the slightest hints of the city's radiance in the distance. In the underground, the player will need to use many stealth elements found in games such as Dishonored and Deus Ex. To amplify the player's choice of encounter, It will be granted an augment ability called Blueprint Vision. Doubling as the map and a combat analysis system, the player is able to see an outline of the environment, displaying nearby enemies, collectibles, and interactables. Using these mechanics, Kay will be able to blend in with the Forgotten in this broken city to avoid detection by G-Core machines. One of the many assets used by G-Core to find Kay and Eve are the Reapers. Once a neutral party of mindless robotic scrappers, Reapers act as a new form of Undertakers. They search the world for broken or illegal cybernetic augmentations and recycle parts from the dead and dying. The streets are a playground for the Reapers to track and find unregistered parts, making them the perfect machine to hunt down Kay. Using Blueprint Vision, the player can attempt to hack security systems or enemy robotics such as the Reapers. These mechanics will be similar to the ones found in Watch Dogs. To set Artifice apart, however, Kay will be able to control the enemies he successfully hacks. While controlling a hacked Reaper, the player will be given a choice to decide whether to make the enemy actively guard Kay or move on an automated patrol. If the hacked enemy dies, they will not respawn. Hacking into various systems will give the player an edge against environmental hazards and enemies such as sights. Created by the weapons sector of G-Core, sights are a modified version of Reapers. These weapons are only deployed into the harshest of enemy territories, but in desperation, G-Core has made an exception and let loose a tide of sights on Bangkok in the hunt for Kay. By latching onto a human host and fusing directly to their nervous system, sights harness the power of human electromagnetism for energy, using the host's body as a means for mobility and fighting. When not fused to a human host, sights swarm on their prey in a fight for the domination of the target's body. In their frenzy, it is possible for multiple sights to latch onto the same target. With Kay's limited powers, the sights present a difficult enemy. However, due to Eve's presence, he can overclock his cybernetic systems to create an EMP wave. By draining energy from conduits, robotics, and other cybernetics, Kay can charge up this EMP. This wave will ripple out from his body, targeting any robotics in the immediate area, overloading them and rendering them incapacitated indefinitely. Used at the right time, Kay will be able to shut down sight swarms and free their hosts, whether they are human or unreal. Kay's new abilities given by Eve come at a strong cost, however. Prolonged use of these abilities causes Kay's body to progressively degrade over time, leading Eve to hold the pieces together. Kay has no choice but to trust Eve with his life. In the long term, relying on Eve and her powers may be detrimental to Kay's very existence. In this vibrant and brutal neo-dystopian world, the story leaves the player grasping for answers. Players will experience Artifice's thrills through the eyes of Kay and his last stand between the free will of the people and the bodies who seek to control it. With the aid of an artificial intelligence and armed with cybernetic enhancements, Kay will stand at the heart of the conflict, toe-to-toe with the world's greatest threat.
It's him. Take him down.